How does it feel to start playing GTA Online for the first time ever in 2021? What impressions this game will make on a brand new player and completely clueless by the way? Well, I'm a such player, and at first I was looking at GTA Online like this.
What the hell are you?
And I still kinda do, but let me explain. I've spent thousands of hours in Red Dead Online, but never ever played GTA Online, simply because these flying bikes with rocket launchers and all other crazy stuff that is happening in GTA Online nowadays is just not my thing. But I decided to change my mind and give it a try when I saw Los Santos Tuners update that is heavily focused on cars and robberies, things that I'm actually looking for in a game like this. So about 3 weeks ago I created my first ever GTA Online character, and it was a huge disappointment from the very beginning. Because just like in Red Dead Online, I wanted my character to look like Rasputin, and that's the closest to this look that I could get in GTA Online character creator. And no, it does not look like Rasputin at all, it looks like John Wick at home. But it's fine, because later I found out that there is a cat mask in this game. And also a cat t-shirt, and even you can make a cat mobile. That's what I obviously done. But anyway, at first I was really disappointed with how my character looks, but this disappointment was replaced by a confusion almost immediately. Because from the very start GTA Online throws a lot of information on the new players, including calls from different NPCs, messages, emails, different information on the screen and so on. So at first I was really confused by that amount of information, but then it became annoying. I mean, it's not cool when you're trying out how to drive without hitting other cars to do simplest mission, and meanwhile you are getting bombarded with all these calls like every second someone calls you. I understand that there is a lot of content in GTA Online and game just tries to tell you about all this content, but it's just too much. And which is kinda interesting, despite the amount of information that game throws to you, it does pretty bad job at explaining different stuff for new players. And confusion gets only bigger when you are facing user interface of a GTA Online. UI, it's just bad. For example, I'm pretty sure that most players will get lost in all these menus that you need to go through to just simply heal yourself. I'm not even talking about more complicated stuff, but luckily I was playing on a stream and chat helped me a lot. I decided not to watch any sort of a guides on GTA and just go straight into the game and get help only from the chat, and thanks to all who watched the streams and helped me by the way. And it leads us to the next important topic, GTA Online community. You know, some people say that public lobbies in GTA Online is a crazy place where kids are flying on MK2 oppressors and just killing and trolling anyone. And it's probably true. You know what, at the very beginning of my journey I was making this task, this mission to visit a shop and buy some clothing, and someone blocked the door and locked me in. And I guess it's some sort of a classic trolling, you know, that's how GTA Online players are saying welcome beginner. And actually I was laughing hard because of this situation, but it might be irritating for new players. Anyway, just a few minutes later I received another typical welcome bonus. I'm talking about rocket missile from Oppressor Mark II. And it's not like these players were stream sniping or trying to troll me specifically. No, it's an absolutely typical situation for GTA Online public lobbies. I've played a lot in them off the stream, and it happens all the time. Someone is killing other players for no reason. It's like almost always there. But surprisingly enough, it doesn't tell us too much about community in general, because the game designed in a way to create this crazy behavior in the public lobbies. Rockstar done it on purpose, because that's how it's easier to sell sharp cards, especially to new players. And by the way, later when viewers joined my session, I saw a different part of the community, a lot of helpful players who just wanted to help me or maybe just show me some cool vehicles. And which is more important, there were almost no stream snipers, players who joined me specifically to kill or troll somehow. Anyway, I'm pretty sure that average GTA Online player is different from what people think of average GTA Online player, and community of GTA Online is not as crazy as many people believe. But let's move to the next side of the game, amount of content and prices. Yeah, that's a lot of content in GTA Online, and I'm talking about both activities and things that you can buy. And it's really confusing for a new player, because you're not sure what you need to buy first. And actually chat didn't help me too much in this aspect, because I have totally different opinions from a chat. What should I buy first? What should I grind for? Which activity should I do to earn this money? But at least I received some help, while other new players will be just totally lost. And yeah, prices. They're just terrifying for the new players. When you earn something like 10 to 15,000 per mission that you've spent 15 minutes on, and you see prices of a few millions on pretty much anything, you just have this pretty bad feeling. It really looks like you will never be able to grind enough money to afford at least something, and you just need to buy sharp cards. Luckily on practice it's not really the case, and there is a relatively easy way to earn enough money for pretty much anything. Actually, I've earned more than 30 millions on both PC and Xbox already, and I wasn't playing even too much. But if we're talking about first impression, it really looks not good for the new player. But on the other hand, at least you know what are you grinding for, you have this clear goal. And for different players this goal will be different. For example, I wanted to buy Kosatka, try Cayo Perico and then buy Auto Shop. And that's what I did, but other players might have completely different goals. For example, buy Oppressor as fast as possible, or buy a nightclub, or maybe something else. There are a lot of stuff for different players. If you like all these crazy vehicles and flying bikes, here you go. If you don't, well, there are a lot of other cars and most of them are really fun. I actually enjoy this Toreador a lot, and yeah, I know it's not really a realistic vehicle, but I just cannot help myself. It's just so fun to ride it. So yeah, GTA Online is just full of things that you can buy and want to buy, and it's an extremely strong side of this game. But what about activities? What about such content? Again, huge variety here. There are heists, there are different businesses, there are different missions in a free roam and challenges, PvP showdown, races, all that stuff. Yeah, there are problems as well. Most of these activities don't pay pretty much anything, plus beginners will spend some time fighting UI to even start them. But anyway, the chances are high that any player will find something he likes, he enjoys, and where he have fun. And actually, fun is the best word that I can use to describe my overall experience in GTA Online. I mean, I received unexpectedly high amount of fun, like when I won prize vehicle in my first day with my first lucky wheel spin. I didn't even had a garage at that time, and yeah, in this case prize vehicle just replaces your normal vehicle. Anyway, I had fun, just like when I was trying to complete Cayo Perico for the first time ever and was failing in pretty much any way possible, but it was an enjoyable experience. I had a good time, and that's what we are looking for when we are starting to play the game, right? And yeah, I know there are tons and tons of problems with GTA Online, like public lobbies overpopulated with griefers, and by the way, I repeat, Rockstar encourages this type of behavior. Overpriced stuff, pretty simplistic game design for many different activities where you just need to go from point A to point B, usually all across the map, do something there, like a little bit of shooting, and then just go back from point B to point A, and that's it. So these missions often feel like a lazy copy-paste. I mean, they are even using the same mini-games. And there are way more problems. Peer-to-peer connection, terrible UI, terrible AI, PvP that is full of exploits. And overall, the game is pretty old and it doesn't look that good, especially on consoles. On a PC it's more or less fine. So yeah, the game is definitely not perfect, but still, amount of fun that I received as a new player exceeded my expectations by far. And I need to confess, before trying GTA Online, I thought that this game is total garbage and only 14 years old kids can have fun there. But now I see that this perception of GTA Online is not really correct, and this game is so much more than just flying bikes. And by the way, please don't ask me to compare GTA Online to Red Dead Online. These two games are completely different experience. Some certain aspects of both games can be compared, but in general GTA Online and Red Dead Online are just two completely different games and they cannot be even compared. Anyways, that was my beginner's impressions of GTA Online. Let me know in the comments what do you think about this project, and as always, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, like, subscribe, до свидания.